Welcome to my channel. Before we start the video, we will discuss about previous question. So question was, the nurse is caring for a client who is receiving intermittent tube feedings via a nasogastric tube. In maintaining proper positioning for this client, what action should the nurse take? So answer is, the nurse should place the client in semi-Fowler's or high Fowler's position during the feeding. Maintain this position for 30 minutes to 1 hour to prevent aspiration. So now we will discuss about patient care with tube. So first question is, the nurse is preparing to administer medication through a nasogastric tube that is connected to suction. The nurse should take which action? Options are, place the patient in a spine position, aspirate the nasogastric tube after medication, clamp the nasogastric tube for 30 to 60 minutes following administration of the medication, change the suction setting to low intermittent suction for 30 minutes. So correct answer is C. Clamp the nasogastric tube for 30 to 60 minutes following administration of the medication. The nurse should wait for 30 to 60 minutes before reconnecting the tube to the suction apparatus. If an NG tube is connected to the suction, the nurse should wait for 30 to 60 minutes before reconnecting the tube to the suction apparatus to allow adequate time for medication absorption. The client should not be placed in the spine position because of the risk of aspiration. Question number 2. The nurse is assessing for correct placement of the NG tube. The nurse aspirates the stomach contents. Gastric pH is 7.35. Based on this information, which action should the nurse take at this time? Options are, retest the pH, document that the NG tube is in the correct place, check for placement by auscultating for air injected into the tube, call the doctor to request a prescription for a chest radiograph. So answer is D. Call the doctor to request a prescription for a chest radiograph. If the NG tube is in the stomach, the pH of gastric content will be acidic. Gastric aspirates have acidic pH values of 3.5 or lower. A pH of 7.35 indicates a neutral pH. Based on this information, the nurse should call the doctor to request a prescription for a chest radiograph to determine if the placement is accurate. Question number 3. The nurse caring for a client with a chest tube turns the client to the side and the chest tube accidentally disconnects from the water cell chamber. Which initial action should the nurse take? Options are, call the doctor, place the tube in a bottle of sterile water, replace the chest tube system immediately, place a sterile dressing over the disconnected site. So answer is B. Place the tube in a bottle of sterile water. If the chest drainage system is disconnected, the end of the tube is placed in a bottle of sterile water held below the level of the chest. The system is replaced if it is breaks or cracks or if the collection chamber is full. Question number 4. The registered nurse is preparing to insert a nasogastric tube in an adult client. How to measure the length of the tube to be inserted? Options are, mark the tube at 10 inches, mark the tube at 32 inches, place the tube at the tip of the nose and measure extending the tube to the earlobe and then down to the xiphoid process. Place the tube at the tip of the nose and measure extending the tube to the earlobe and then down to the top of the sternum. So answer is C. Measuring the length of an NG tube done by placing the tube at the tip of the nose and measure extending the tube to the earlobe and then down to the xiphoid process. The average length for an adult is about 22 to 26 inches. Question number 5. The nurse is assisting a doctor with the removal of a chest tube. The nurse should instruct the client to take which action? Options are, stay very still, exhale very quickly, inhale and exhale quickly, perform the Valsalva maneuver. So correct answer is D. Perform the Valsalva maneuver. The client is instructed to perform the Valsalva maneuver. When chest tube is removed, the client is instructed to exhale by moderate force through your mouth while holding your nose tightly closed and mouth is also closed. The tube is quickly withdrawn and an airtight dressing is taped in place. So now we will discuss about important points related to patient care with tube. Point number 1. The air vent on a slam sump tube is not to be clamped and is not to be kept above the level of the stomach. Point number 2. Always assess the placement of a GI tube, means gastrointestinal tube, before giving feeding, medications and any other solution. Point number 3. If the client vomits, stop the tube feedings and place the client in a side-lying position. Suction the client if needed. Point number 4. If the client has a ureteral or nephrotomy tube, monitor output closely. Point number 5. The ambu bag should be placed at the bedside of a client who has a endotracheal or tracheostomy tube. Point number 6. Never insert a plug or cap into a tracheostomy tube until the cuff is deflated and inner cannula is removed, because prior insertion of the cap causes airflow to stop and causes breathing difficulty. So now there is a question for you for critical thinking. Question is, the nurse assesses a client with a closed chest tube drainage system. On inspection, the nurse notes that the system is cracked. What should the nurse do? Answer will be discussed in the next video.